I know what you must be thinking. Finally. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, welcome to the highly awaited, much anticipated, way overdue Rainbow High hair transformation video. So, back in my original Rainbow High unboxing and reviews, the first 4 dolls I got Violet, Poppy, Sunny, and Skylar. When I did those videos, I asked you guys, do you want to see a hair transformation video? Because I planned on cleaning them up, getting rid of the hair gel, and really restyling Violet's hair because I didn't like the way that it came in the box. And you guys said yes in the comments. And I actually filmed that video back then. Like when I first saw those comments coming through, yes, that you want to see that video, I did it. I filmed it. But then I lost some of the footage and I lost some of the audio for the footage. And then I got really frustrated because filming that kind of a video is kind of tough and time consuming. So I just got really frustrated and just like forgot about it for a while. I just wanted to focus on other things. So I finally come back to it. And now I'm going to finally give you guys that video. I know that there are several other YouTubers who have already done similar videos where they've shown you how to boil wash or how to get rid of the gel or, you know, like other things to fix up Rainbow High doll's hair. But I just wanted to show you my process, especially since I told you I would. So anyway, right now, let's go ahead and go back in time, back to where my hair was a little bit shorter before it was all, you know, peacock colors. And let's dive into how I did this hair transformation. Hey everybody, welcome back. So in my first Rainbow High video, I reviewed Violet, and she is the purple Rainbow High doll. And in that video, I had a few issues, but I also asked you guys if you would like to see a video where I restyle her hair. And there were definitely a lot of comments saying, yes, you would want to see that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you now. Of course, as part of the process, I'm going to be getting rid of all this hair gel that's in the hair. And since all of the dolls pretty much have the hair gel, you know, in their hair, I'm gonna just take this time to clean up all of the dolls at one time. But this video will be primarily focusing on Violet since she's going to have the biggest hair transformation. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take off all the dolls' clothes and accessories, just so that way they don't get damaged or get wet in the process. Now, to remove this gel, a lot of people are saying to brush it out. I don't really like to do that because when you brush out the doll hair, when it's this like stuck together, what it does is it starts ripping it apart and it actually damages the hair. So I'm not going to try and brush the product out of the hair. Instead, I'm going to use a different method, but I'll get to that in a little bit. The first thing I want to do is I want to try and remove these bangs. A few of the people who have removed the bangs already on Instagram said that they use tweezers, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start on the side here. I've got my tweezers and I'm just going to carefully choose like 1 or 2 plugs, and I'm just gonna pull it out. Oh, okay. That was actually pretty easy. So I'm just gonna keep going. So some of these plugs are rooted a little tighter than others, so it's a little bit of effort to get it out. I'm just trying to be really careful that I'm not grabbing any of this hair up here along with this. So I'm kind of grabbing it like midway through the bangs. These darker purple strands are actually coming out really easy. It's this lighter pink color that's giving me trouble. At this point, I'm realizing that it's not really that difficult to get the hair out. It's a little messy, but I'm just kind of going a little quicker now because I'm not really having to worry about grabbing the rest of the hair that I didn't want to pull out. For the most part, I was able to get the bangs out pretty easy until the end. This last bit here gave me a little bit of trouble. This is what Violet looks like without her bangs. She already looks like 10 times better. And here's the mess that's left over. It's actually a lot of hair when it's all pulled apart like this. Already, I really like the way that Violet looks so much better without her bangs. And what's nice is it looks like her hairline isn't really affected by removing the bangs. Everything still looks nice and clean. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take out this little top knot right here. Okay, so now that I've got the ponytail out, I'm just going to take the same rubber band and put a quick little ponytail in just to keep this hair separate from the rest of the hair. It's the new Cindy Lou Who. Just got to get the rest of her hair to stick up and she'll look like one of those new Fail Fix dolls. Poppy's hair, for the most part, I'm just going to wash it out because I don't want to get rid of the curls. I do like them. I just don't want to brush it out, like I said, because I don't want her hair to get frizzy or damaged. But I do want to try and remove these butterflies. So in my Poppy video, I pointed out that instead of having earrings, she has these two butterflies here. They do rotate, but they are like little pegs and they're like stabbed into her head. So I want to see if I can remove these. Okay, so the main thing is like, I don't want to break them because I'd like to be able to put them back in, but like, I can't seem to get a good enough grip on them. And her hair seems to be styled. I don't want to pull on just one of the wings because I don't want it to come off. Oh man, see, I don't want to mess up her hair. Come on, butterfly. Maybe if I get pliers. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I brought reinforcements. So I'm just going to try and wedge the pliers underneath it. Oh, that seems to be working. Okay, hold on. I'm going to wedge the pliers underneath and just try and lift it up without ripping the hair or the butterfly's wings. Come on. Ah, thank God. That was so irritating. Like, I don't even know if I want to put it back in the head. Look at this. It's like not meant to come out. All right, now trying to get this second one out. Hopefully it's not as bad, but we'll see. Come on. Come on. I've gotten so far. If this breaks, I'm going to be really mad. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I was able to get these butterflies out. For the most part, they're unharmed. The more that I look at them, these are actually really pretty. They kind of have like an iridescent shine to them, and I like that. I gotta figure out how I want to reattach them to her head. I don't know if I want to use this peg, because I don't like things being that permanent on a doll. We'll see. Unfortunately, it did kind of mess up Poppy's hair a little bit. Since I plan on fixing all of their hair anyway, I'm not too worried about it. In fact, I'm actually going to take these rubber bands out anyway, just because I'm going to have to restyle the ponytails. Now Poppy is also ready for her hair makeover. Alright, so now these girls are ready to have their hair washed. I'm not doing anything specific for Skylar and Sunny just because her hair doesn't really have anything special in it, and her hair, I'm just going to leave it up in these space buns. I'm just going to wash the gel out of the rest of her pigtails. Alright, moving over to my bathroom now. So I just turned the sink to the hot temperature and try and pre-soak the gel a little bit to help loosen it up. And I just kind of thoroughly get all of the hair wet. Then I take a combination of shampoo and hand soap. Really, this step kind of ended up being a little redundant using both. You could use either or, just pick whichever you prefer, shampoo or hand soap. Either will get rid of the gel. And I just really thoroughly wash it. Then I fill up the sink with water and let the hair soak to really let that gel kind of break apart. And then when I rinse it, it all comes out. Next, I'm going to take some hair conditioner to help smooth out the hair. You could even use fabric softener for this because their hair is a synthetic material, but I just like to use the hair conditioner. Here I'm just showing you to be really careful of the thatching. I don't want to lose that hair part while I'm going through the hair like this. While the conditioner is working its magic, I'm going to detangle the hair. I start off with a wide tooth comb, and then once that can run through the hair smoothly, I switch over to a smaller tooth comb. I prefer to use a comb for this rather than a brush, just because the brush can kind of frizz the hair out a little bit more. Here you can see I'm kind of zhuzhing the bottom of the hair where I want the curls to be retained. I just kind of scrunch the hair at the bottom, and then I set the doll down in a way so that way the ends of the hair stay curled while the conditioner is soaking in. I'm going to do the same thing for Skylar, just because Skylar and Poppy both have kind of the same hairstyle. I'm going to be doing the same thing for Violet and Sunny. I'm just basically combing the hair straight, just because that's how I want it to dry. I don't want it to have any curls or waves or anything in it. So I'm going to let the dolls sit for about 30 minutes because I really want the hair conditioner to soak in, and then we'll rinse it out afterwards. After the 30 minutes, I rinse out all of the hair conditioner using cold water. This time I'm using cold water. I don't know if the temperature really makes a difference, to be honest. But from here, I'm just going to follow pretty much the same steps. I'm going to comb out the hair just to make sure there's no tangles in it. And then, here there's a little bit of shedding. So I actually didn't lose a whole lot of hair when combing out these dolls' hair. I've seen some other people who lost a lot more hair from their Rainbow High dolls. But anyway, you can see I'm doing the same thing where I'm just combing out the doll's hair to make sure there's no tangles. And then specifically for Poppy and Skylar, I am going to re-zhuzh and scrunch the bottom of the hair to make sure that those curls are still there. I'm even kind of twisting some of them to make sure they keep that curl shape. And then I'm just going to set them down like I did before to make sure the ends of the hair stay curled. Since Violet and Sunny have straight hairstyles, instead of sitting them down, I'm actually going to put them in their stand to let their hair dry, and then I'll just let gravity do its work. The reason I don't do this for Skylar and for Poppy is because I want them to retain the curl in their hair, and the weight of the hair while it's wet will actually pull it down, and the hair will actually lose the curl. But this method works great for straight hairstyles. Alright, so now that their hair is all washed and conditioned, it's time to let it dry. Their hair is still very wet, so I definitely recommend putting a towel underneath them because it is dripping on my desk. This is the part where you do not want to touch the hair. You want it to air dry as much as it can. If you mess with it while it's drying, it will get frizzy and poofy. But if you let it air dry completely at this stage, then you will get really nice, sleek hair. I'm going to move these dolls over to another shelf with a towel underneath them so that way they can dry overnight, and I'm going to check back in on them tomorrow. Okay, so I just want to show you, her hair is nice and sleek, and of course you can see there's no more gel in it. So right now I just want to clean up the ends because you can see there's like a lot of hairs that are longer, and that's bugging me. So I'm going to clean that up real quick. So I really just take a comb and some scissors and then just kind of comb it out so there's no tangles. And then I'll just kind of go around the bottom right here and clip off any excess little hairs that I have. So the next step for styling Violet's hair is a boil wash. I'm going to get some water hot to the point where it just starts boiling. I'm going to take it off and actually pour it into a glass bowl. I just don't like keeping it in the hot metal pan because if the hair touches the sides, it can actually melt or burn the hair. Here I'm pulling the rubber band a little further away from the base of the hair. I just don't want there to be a little crease there when I boil wash it. I didn't take the rubber band out completely because I don't want to lose this section of hair, so I'm going to keep that separated. From here, it's pretty much just a standard boil wash. You know, you heat up the hair in the hot water, and then you take a comb and start combing it out. since I'm gonna put her hair in a high ponytail, I'm holding her straight upside down and just combing the hair down. From here, you wanna be careful because the hair is pretty hot, but it wasn't too hot that I couldn't handle it. In fact, I found putting the hair up in a ponytail a little easier with the hair wet like this. And I just use the comb to really smooth it out. I want to make sure that there's no little bumps or any hair out of place once it's up in the ponytail. Here I'm taking the comb to really just smooth out the hair. I just really want it to look nice once it's all done. Now I'm going to remove the rubber band from the bang piece and boil wash that as well, because now we're going to style, I am going to style the bang piece using some hair clips and a couple other things. It took me a little while to decide how I actually ended up wanting to style the hair. I didn't know if I wanted to leave it down or put it in like a bump. Finally, I decided to just kind of put it in this swoopy bang kind of style, which is very similar to the inspiration picture I was basing this off of. So what you can kind of see here is I'm using my finger to kind of hold the front of the bangs where I want them, and then including the rest of the hair, or the ends of that hair, in with the rest of the ponytail with an additional elastic band. From here, I just use my wire tail comb and some alligator clips to reposition the hair and hold it in the position that I want it. Okay, so I've got these clips here in her hair, and it's in the position that I pretty much want it to stay, keeping in mind that these clips are going to create a little dent in her hair anywhere that they are if they're putting extra pressure, so I'm trying to lay it as flat as possible. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dunk this back in the hot water. I reheated the water again in the microwave, but basically I'm just going to dunk it back in the hot water, let it sit here for a few seconds, and then I'm going to pull it out and just let it air dry. So, and I might as well get the ponytail as well, because I do want the shorter hair and the longer hair to kind of marry together. So I am going to dunk that as well. The water isn't too hot to where I can't touch it, so I can still kind of maneuver things a little bit. Obviously, if you're doing this yourself, just be very careful. And from here, I'm just going to put her back on the stand and let her hair air dry in this position. Okay, so it is time for the reveal. So first I want to show you Sunny, just because she has kind of, I want to say like the least change to her hair. Really, it was just a matter of like cleaning out all of the gel. Her hair no longer stands up like sticks and it just feels so soft and it's so nice. And actually these curls, like going through this process, these curls kind of fixed themselves, because in the box they were kind of like pinned down like this. So they were curled in a weird way, but like doing this kind of fixed the curls. Although they kind of look frizzy because I've been playing with the hair. So I'm gonna have to wet those down and let them air dry again so they don't look super frizzy. But her bangs look really good, so that's definitely good. Next I want to show you Poppy. Poppy is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at just the way her hair looks. I really like this. I mean, I kind of want to put her hair back into a similar style as it was with the butterflies, but I don't think I'm gonna put those butterflies back in. They were a pain to take out in the first place, and honestly, she looks so pretty. And look at this. This is exactly what I was going for. It's kind of like almost like not exactly beachy waves. I don't know how you would describe this, but like, you know, I really like it when it's like kind of straight up at the top, but then at the bottom it's curled. I really like that look, and I think it turned out great. Next, I want to show you Skylar, and I think Skylar has my favorite hair, probably out of all of them. I really just like the way that this curl pattern is. It's gorgeous, and I love the color. I mean, obviously, I really like blue hair, obviously, but just look at this. Oh my gosh, and like, the back, I kind of messed with it a little bit, and I wish I didn't, because like it's not as curly as I'd like it to be, but like underneath, it's definitely got that curl, just like with Poppy. But like if you look in the front, you can just kind of see this perfect little curl in the front, and I love how that turned out. The only bad thing is like these lashes. This is part of the reason why I hate 3D lashes. The hair keeps getting caught on these stupid lashes, and I kind of want to like remove the lashes somehow. I don't know how to do that without having to like heat up the head and pop out the whole eye, and I really don't want to go through that process. But yeah, no, I think that Skylar turned out stunning. Since I originally filmed this video, I've gotten a few more Rainbow High dolls, as you've probably seen in my Rainbow High playlist, which I will link down below. But I also have cleaned up my Crystal and my Stella doll's hair as well. I pretty much just followed the same process as I did for Skylar and for Poppy. So this is Crystal's hair. I didn't get all of the gel out in front right here, but I'm okay with that because it helped me keep the part nice and neat. Back here, there is no product, and it is so soft and so thick. It's gorgeous. And then Stella's hair, oh my gosh, like I just love playing with it because it feels so nice, and it's just got these beautiful curls, although the more I play with it, the more frizzy it's gonna get, but that's okay. I just wanted to at least wash all of the product out of her hair, and I'm happy that I did. And then last but not least, I know this is who you're waiting for. Here is Violet. So look at this. I am so happy with the way that her hair turned out. Like, her hair is so flowy, so soft and silky, and I'm just really in awe with like how it looks. I love it so much better than that fringe that she had before. I really, really like how this turned out, and I love this bang piece up here. I've never done this before. This was kind of a total experiment, and I'm really, really pleased with the way that it turned out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were able to pick up a tip or two for cleaning up your own Rainbow High dolls. I know a lot of people out there were complaining about the amount of gel in the hair, and they were worried about like the hair coming out or hair shedding. But really, if you follow the steps in my video, you're going to minimize the amount of hair loss while cleaning up the hair and detangling it. And if you end up following my video to clean up any of your Rainbow High dolls' hair, let me know, like tag me in it on Instagram. You can also send it to me on Twitter, but I check Instagram more. So, and I'll leave all of my social media down in the info box down below this video. So, yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna get going. Thanks so much for watching. Violet's gonna say bye now. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know by hitting that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload. I post new videos every week Wednesday, except for when I don't and I post them on Thursday. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.